2 of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Running for the first time with a man out of Florida State. He's got a gain of 6 there. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Looking for a throw here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Amani Hooker has it. And the Raiders are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Purdy throwing here to start. He'll get this to Cup. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
The Bengals obviously thinking pass here on third down. They're going to counter with a dime look. From the gun is Purdy. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Bengals football. They're out and set, first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Raptors, 70 Rangers, 19 Lions, 79 Broncos.
From the 29. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up a play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Let's see what they went with on third down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Gotta figure out this third down here.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
Now looking to throw. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are able to bring this back to the 35-yard line. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They're set up at the 35 now.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Warriors 17. Trap 60, trap 60.
First down throw by Purdy. That's taken in by Cup. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Play action now with Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Trust. Kate, it is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that first down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a first down for the offense.
They're now set for a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. On second down, here's McCaffrey. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings... We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. This gets the first and more. And in for the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. That throw finds Jamar Chase. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing now from the gun. That one's caught along the left sideline. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
18 rattle, take go.
Throwing it again here. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Ready?
He'll throw it yet again. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
70 range. Set up.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
19 Lion. 79 Bronco. Go street. Go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Buffalo 18.
Purdy on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. McKinley Jackson, the one who got to him.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go. Set. Left wing 19.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Warriors 70. Trap 60. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
On 3rd down, Purdy. Cup on the catch. It's a 31-yard play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
2nd and 4. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Pass is caught at the 9. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throwaway.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Man in motion here.
Go.
Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. Give him 4 yards, and they're sitting on 3rd and goal now.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. They're down to their final 1 in this half. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Held to no gain on the run, and that brings up 4th and goal.
Well, this defense simply outplayed the offense here in these first 3 downs. And now they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. Only a 20-yarder here. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready? Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, ball at the 36.
19 Lions. Set up.
Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Ready.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
79 Bronco. Set. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Ready.
Trying again following the sack. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready, ready. Dragon 60. Set up.
Back now, pressure on its way. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Raiders' drive is going to start deep on their own side of the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Three. Warriors 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Bobcats. Come 19. Come 19.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He'll get this to Cup. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They've got a man in motion.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer. Check go.
Purdy throwing here on first. He throws a bullet to the center. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
70 Lion. Go.
Pass play on first and goal. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Let's go.
Setting up a throw. Catch is made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running back sent in motion. Purdy gets this from the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. From the gun is Purdy. Escapes the punt, and they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. From his end zone, he gets the kick away. And he makes a fair catch well short of midfield. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Ready? 79 Bronco.
They send a man in motion.
Not below 18. Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll come out throwing. Finds Chase on the slant. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 2nd and 7. He completes it in traffic. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's on the move. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He'll throw it yet again. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. They're headed up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on that carry. That leaves him facing 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time. One of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Butker knocks it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here. This ball's cut by Bowers. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Here's 2nd and 7. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring out 4th down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. Taken from the 49. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Set go.
Throwing now from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Trap 60. Here we go. Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hut, hut.
He's going to throw this one. Looking right, and he finds him. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jacorian Bennett there for the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Come 19. Come. Here we go. Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hut.
Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jack Jones has got it. And the Raiders are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Let's go.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Offense in the hurry up here. Going run again with McCaffrey. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Heavy up.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Let's go now. Pass to the left. Pass to the left.
They stick with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. This is ahead for about 5. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
18
1 quarter to go, Brock.
Third quarter of play with the score.
Third and just 2 to go. 3rd and short, McCaffrey. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for Raiders 1st.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Second down now, 7 to go. Running in the red zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they pick him off again. Amani Hooker has it. And the Raiders will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
They've got first down from the 31. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Second down now, 7 to go. A tight end in motion now. From the 27. Cut near the goal line. He has the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Take go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Working quickly here.
19 Lions.
It's second and
79 Broncos.
at the 29-yard line.
From the 29. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Throwing it again here. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
They go play action on 1st. And they pick him off again. Amani Hooker has it. And the Raiders get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Raiders can rest easy with a 3-score lead. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this one touchdown inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Buffalo 18. Set go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's a throw. Caught by his back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Raiders winners, as we say so long from Cincinnati.